Okay, so it's a Friday. These videos aren't coming very often. Part of the reason being is that I'm not really concentrating on putting loads and loads of weight on the bars. It's turning into a much slower process. Precisely because I'm doing what I said I was going to do. I'm concentrating on the fat loss. I think I'm getting there slowly. Again, it's another very, very slow process, and you've got to have a lot of patience. In my mind, I thought may as well make these videos more sporadic, because not a great deal is happening unless you give it time. Okay, so I've actually today, for the first time, it might be a tiny little thing, but I'm on hole 5 on my belt, which I was there, last year. Let it go, and I'm getting back to it again. Okay, so 67.5 kilos on this one. So last time I did this, I did 65 for 4 sets of 4. So 67.5, hoping to get the same 4 sets of 4. Okay, that's definitely 4. You might be thinking, well, I'm thinking, 67.5 kilos, wow, that is so light. Yeah, it is. But that's a state of play. Point being, this is my worst setup. So, the way that I squat normally is powerlifting squatting. So it's low bar, so the bar is down your back rather than perched on your shoulders. And I go generally just below parallel. So, and the way the squat works is there's considerable lean forward and movement backwards. So you're loading up, the powerful muscles of your posterior chain, the glutes, the lower back, not so much the quads. Whereas this setup is totally different. It's almost like a beginner movement for me. So obviously, safety squat bar, the bar is perched on your shoulders, high. When you go down, there's not half as much sort of like lean back. So you don't push back, nor do you lean forward as much. There is some tendency towards both of those, but not half as much as in the powerlifting type squat. And I've also set it up. You can probably see, that's as low as I can go. In reality, I don't need this. Let's call it a box. It's not a box, obviously. It's a brick on a pot. But call it a box. I don't need it other than to remind me that that's the depth. So conceivably I could go without that completely and just go to absolute full depth, because that's where it is. I can't get lower than that really. Maybe a few millimeters, and that's all there's in it. But you just have to believe me that when I'm at the bottom of the squat and I make contact with that brick, that's as low as I can go, just about. If you do a few sets and warm up and put heavier weight on, you can get down further a little bit, but there's so little in it, it's not worth it. Not worth changing it. For definitely, the first couple of sets, where it's set at now, that is my lowest depth. So anyway, the point being is that this is for me a very, very difficult setup, hence very lightweight. You know, combine that with the fact that, you know, I'm definitively, definitely, absolutely, you know, making headway on the fat burning. I say, I've just got down to hole 5 on the belt again. So hole 5 on the belt, that's an adventure. Yeah, it's I'm trying to, what, you know, it might sound insignificant, but what it to me, it's a commitment that every time I put this belt on, I'm going to go into hole 5. So, in other words, I've got to keep the diet tight. So it's yet more motivation to concentrate on the dieting and the fat burning, which obviously includes the aerobics. Okay, so one set 4 down, and got another one coming up. Okay, possibly felt slightly better. Now I'm getting more warmed up into it. But no doubt about it, very hard. Yeah, I mean, you go to most gyms. Likely not many people will be squatting at all. So, you know, frequently the squat rack is simply not used. But odds on, when the people are squatting, you know, it's somewhere between a curtsy and a half squat. Okay, but not very often do you see people doing a full range of motion squat. That for me is a full range of motion squat. Whether or not I could you know, with work or with time, get lower than that, I'm not sure at this stage in the game. But that for me at this moment in time anyway, that's as low as it goes. And it just makes it, you know, magnitudes harder. Because, you know, for the last, you know, however long it's been, you know, I've not been working down there. So I imagine that, you know, I've got weakness down there in the hole, right at the bottom. You know, I wouldn't say my squatting has been high in one sense. You know, generally speaking, I think that you know, I'm a below parallel squatter. Yeah. So you know, below parallel means that the top of your knee goes below. No, sorry. Below parallel means that the top of your hip, the crease of the hip, goes below the top of the knee. So that's a fairly deep squat. But this one's even deeper. And that's it. This is the hardest setup that I can make for squatting. Then one of the drawbacks of training in your own gym, you know, your own little space, you know, unless you've got an excellent home gym, you know, is that very often you know, you've got a more restricted range of exercises that you can perform. Now most of the time it's not, you know, there are plenty of options, especially for upper body, but for lower body it tends to be quite difficult. You know, you got your squatting, deadlifting, good mornings. I've actually got a hyperextension machine, which I'm not used very much. but I should do. I used to have a squat and I got rid of it, you know, just to make more space, but I wish I hadn't now, thinking about it. I never liked it. But, you know, I've only got a limited, let's put it, you know, as regards, you know, quadriceps, calves, hamstrings. I've got a very limited range of exercises that I can perform in this you know, home gym. So what I tend to do is you know, make variants. You know, if you only do one exercise, you know, it gets stale. But I tend to vary the squat up. So I'll do, you know, I'm planning on doing 6 weeks with this setup. So I'm thinking that, you know, 6 weeks is a good time period to run an exercise, and then swap it out maybe. Not necessarily, but maybe. But I think the variety helps. Okay, so this is set 3. Same again. Okay, one more. Whew. So what I've got planned today is one more set of squats. So these are on a 5-minute timer, so this is quite a strength oriented approach. And again, I think there's nothing wrong with flipping between strength and hypertrophy. But at the moment, this is strength, isn't it? You know, this is more about lifting more weight. You know, even though, you know, lifting more weight in this setup. Then after that, I've got a superset in store, which is flipping between chins or pull-ups and dips, which you know, I love those bodyweight exercises. You know, to me, there's something about, you know, I think it's because you're actually moving your body through space. You know, it's a real indication of how fit you are. You know, can you do pull-ups, and you know, I think anyone can sort of like improve their, you know, squats and benches by simply, you know, eating tons and tons and tons. But yeah, you know, I wouldn't say that is a method to improve your, you know, your physical capacities. Yeah, you get better at those two lifts, but everything else goes downhill as you gain loads and loads of blubber. So yeah, keeping chins and dips in the mix keeps you honest. Yeah. Then after that, no, tell a lie. Sorry. After the squats, I'm going to do a couple of sets of abs. So it's, you know, it's almost thrown in there as an afterthought, just to keep, you know, do a little bit of abdominal. I do a little bit of abdominal work. On deadlift day, I'll do a little bit of calf work. Just a smattering, just a maintenance really. A little bit. So I'll do a couple of sets of abs. And then after that will be the chins and dips superset. Then finally, to finish it all off, I'm going to do some swings. So last week I did 10 sets of 10. So hopefully I'll stick another kilo on that swing setup and do another 10 sets of 10. Hopefully. Okay, that's all good. You know, I'm jumping now ahead of myself. You know, last set of squats is no joke. Anyway, so far, you know, I've survived hole 5. So yeah, I can't say that it's can't say it's not tight. It is. It's tight. But as I say, that's going to motivate me to keep the dating up. It's, I don't want to have meaty feet and go back to hole 4. So what have we got? 20 seconds. Last set of squats. Get ready for some ab work after that. I think I've loaded it up to 35 kilos. On cable abs. Okay, 4x, go on, finish it off. Always a happy thing to finish your squats. No joke, yes. Good. Okay. So I'll settle for this. You know, so this is week 2 of 6. This is the end of week 2 of a 6-week block. So I chopped and changed a little bit at the beginning. Not much really, you know, just very, very small adjustments. But I ended up with Monday and Friday squat focus, and Wednesday deadlift focus. You know, I did toy with the idea of doing squat, bench, deadlift 3 times a week, but I think it's just excessive on the deadlifting more than anything else. I think it's a very efficient, fast way to do things, but my deadlift weights are slightly higher than my squat weights, so I don't think it's a good idea to do a lot of deadlifting, you know, frequent deadlifting. You know, maybe what I could do, you know, maybe I'd do another 6-week block, and I'd do 2 lots of deadlifting and 1 lot of squatting. But for this 6-week block anyway, you know, what's actually currently happening? Monday and Friday squat focus, Wednesday deadlift focus. 3 running sessions. So Tuesday is high intensity 600 meter repeats, so that's all out. Thursday, which was yesterday, is a 5k sort of like tempo run, which is very hard as well. But it's not all out, but it's pretty hard. And then Saturday is 2 hours of jog walk. So it's basically jogging until I get to a hill. So as soon as I hit a hill, I walk up it. So, you know, 2 hours might seem like a lot, but you know, it's gentle stuff really. Okay, I'm going to reset this timer to 2.5 minutes. So this 2.5 minute timer will be for everything to the end. Well, not the swings, but the chins and the dips. Yeah, that squatting was good. 230. That's it. Yeah, the squatting was good. Can I get in here? I'll lock myself out. Try this. Six will do. Six will have to do. There won't be any more. Okay. So it's cable abs, 35 kilos, 6 reps. Should be able to get another 6, I think. 2.5 minute timer. So it's not like, you know, there's something magic about 2.5 minutes or 5 minutes or whatever. It's just a case of, so you can compare like for like. So next time I do this, again it'll be a 2.5 minute timer, so I'm doing the same carbon copy workout and see if I'm making progress. So, you know, in the past I've done blocks of training where I'll do abs on the minute, or I'll squat every 3 minutes or whatever. But it's not it's not the number that's important, it's the consistency. So you can compare yourself to yourself and know if things are going in the right direction. Okay, couple of seconds, do it, another set. Okay, another set of 6, that's good. I'm going to do one more set, 3 sets. Okay. Little dog barking at the dog next door. Endless. Yeah, so last time I got weighed I was slightly under 89 kilos. I'm targeting 83. I think 83 is a very reasonable target. 5'7", you know, I don't need to be any heavier. You know, I'm already, you know, according to BMI, I'm just under, no, according to BMI, I think I'm at the obesity threshold. So, yeah, I wonder about BMI. Yeah, every time, you know, I go to the doctors and you know, they weigh me and I say, and they say, you know, the doctor tells me, you know, don't worry about it. You know, you're obviously, you know, well they weigh you and they take your waist measurement, and so obviously, you know, by BMI I'm obese, by waist measurement I'm good. I think the last time with the doctors I don't know, I think they measured 34. You know, so there's a big discrepancy. So, you know, obviously if you're carrying a lot more muscle than the average person. You know, you're going to weigh a lot. It's going to impact your BMI. But nevertheless, you know, back of my mind, well, in my mind, you don't want to be taking a chance. Yeah. So to me, I'm thinking 83 kilos is a better deal for me. Okay, 6 with a nice slow negative. Yeah. I mean, when I was younger, sort of like between, yeah, moving from my 30s to my 40s, you know, I was a lot heavier. So, you know, obviously, you know, I wasn't really caring too much about, you know, BMI or all the rest of it. I just wanted to lift enormous weights in powerlifting competition. Obviously, you know, as you get older, your priorities change. And it's not. I won't. You know, obviously, you know, you talk in terms of health and longevity. I think you know, it's not so much as you know, how do I live to 110. You know, that's not really it. It's how do I avoid, you know, years and years, you know, 10 years at the end of absolute misery, degeneration, and I don't know, whatever, you know, to the extent that you can avoid it. Yeah, nothing guarantees anything in as regards health. Yeah, all you can really do is improve the odds. You can improve the probabilities. Okay, let's do a quick warm up on the dips. Oh, I feel stiff. Quick warm up on the pull up. Yeah, nobody's guaranteeing you anything as regards lifespan, but you can certainly improve your chances. Doing very well here. Okay, let's do a single pull up. Okay, so last time we carried 15 kilos, and I got a couple of sets of 5, and then, no, 1 set of 5 and 2 sets of 4 on each lift. I've got written down 17 and a half. I'll go for it, but I think it's probably better off sticking with 15 because I've changed my shoes. So last time I did these, I did them with the flat shoes, which don't weigh anything, and these Olympic shoes probably weigh, you know, substantially more. But not to worry. I can go 2.5. That one. Okay. So that's 17.5. I think I'll kick off with the pull-ups. So as I say, I'm going to do pull-ups and superset it with dips. So I'll kick off with the pull-ups. I think I'll be lucky to get 4 reps. You know, I'll just have a quick scan. The last time that I did pull-ups, yeah. With 15 I got 3 sets of 3, but then I went to 20, I think, and I got 3, 3, 2. So I'm going to say, and if that's the case, 3 triples at 15, 2 triples and a 2 at 20, I think that 17.5 for sets of 4 is probably a little bit more than what I should expect. But let's go for it. Try it. Come on, 4 reps. Yes. Yeah, probably, you know, my fat loss efforts are helping. So dips next. So when I do this pull-up, so I've standardised it to try and put my chin on the apex of this, so you can see where, you know, at the top of the triangle, top of the pyramid, that's where my chin goes. That's a good full pull-up. Okay, so dips. So the same weight, 17.5, so might not be ideal to use the same weight on both, but you know, I find that they're pretty much level pegging. I think because recently I've, you know, usually the dips are in front, but recently I've sort of like, you know, neglected the dips and done quite a bit of pull-ups, so that, you know, they've equalised quite a lot. I imagine eventually the dips will pull away again if I kept them both up in the same measure, same amount of volume. But I never, yeah, I don't like dips and I don't like bench press. So yeah, I tend to flip flop between dipping and bench pressing. No, it's not that I don't like the moves. It's just that as an old lifter, creaky shoulders and all that. Okay, same idea of 4 reps. In fact, I should move this thing. Come on. Okay, not bad once I got going. Just doing that first rep. I'm wondering, is today the day that my shoulder falls off? Okay, so pair of 4s. So last time I did these, I only did 3 sets each. And I think I'll probably stick with that again. So no doubt, if you're well, no matter what, doesn't matter what the scenario is, you've got to work within your capacities. Now, there's never a point in training more than you can recover from, unless you want to get worse. But having said that, that's very often a moving target, let's say. So I find that you can, it's very, very difficult to exactly know how much you can train and recover from. So it doesn't just involve the training; it involves all your lifestyle, everything. But I'll say that for sure, if you're trying to lose fat, then as regards training, you're running into a headwind. Losing fat is a negative. It makes it harder. It lowers your recovery ability. Not because of the actual fat loss itself, but the lack of calories. Okay, that's only 4. So I'm not particularly pushing the volume in this phase. It's all about making small improvements. I'm trying to go forwards. I'm trying to make some sort of progress, but it's a reduced rate, let's say. A slow rate of progress, so as not to overwhelm myself. Still, between all the activities, I'm training 6 days a week, and so I'm sure a lot of people say that's way too much, but it's just these 3 fairly moderate lifting sessions, as you can see. So full whack today will be 4 sets of squats, 4 reps each, 3 sets of standing abs, 6 reps each, and then there will be 3 sets of pull-ups and 3 sets of dips round about the 4 rep mark. So that, you know, the total volume is very low. After that I will do some kettlebell swings, so I suppose, you know, that is quite a bit of volume, but the movement itself is, you know, it's not quite as taxing. Okay, so another set 4. So, yeah, once I'm up and running with the dips, they're fine. It's just that first set always gets me thinking. That first set on the dips. And in particular, the first rep on the first set, I also approach it with a lot of caution. Yeah. Okay, so last set of pull-ups. 17.5 kilos. Sets of 4, if it'll go. You know, the Wednesday session, which I'm not recorded for a while, tends to, I think it's even briefer. So the Wednesday session is deadlift and overhead press. That's like, you know, just 2 movements. Then after that, I did some kettlebell swings, kettlebell snatches. So Monday and Wednesday the swings. God, I can't even think at all. I can't think at all. Stop. Monday and Friday, the swings. Wednesday, the snatches as a finisher. Okay. Let's do it. I didn't put this thing back. Swinging all over the place. Thing is, I keep moving this rowing machine so I can access the dips. I didn't put it back in place, so I actually stand on it to get to the pull-ups, and that sent me swinging. Never mind, not to worry. I'll call it 4 reps, whatever. So yeah, so far 3 sets of 4 on the pull-ups, so that's a win. And so you can get 3 sets of 4 on the dips. Same weight, 17.5 kilos. So, finish this, down to the swings. But definitely, yeah, as regards the sort of like training that I like to do, definitely this bodyweight stuff, you know, even though, you know, it's weighted obviously, but It's largely body weight. Chins and dips, I love them. Press ups to a certain extent, but not as much. I think probably press ups is that they're too easy. Or they're difficult to load up into the sort of like the rep range that I like, which is probably, I don't know, under 10 reps anyway. 4 reps, go on. Okay, 4. Pretty good. So, the training that I enjoy tends to be this bodyweight stuff, variants on it, with weight, and kettlebell stuff. And I really like this sort of like swings, snatches, clean and press. Kettlebell squatting, not so much. I'd rather do it at the bar. As regards results, well, I don't think you can beat the powerlifts. Squat, bench, squat, bench, deadlift, close variance anyway. Not necessarily for 1 reps or not necessarily doing it as a sport of powerlifting, but the actual lifts, the movements themselves, I think they're excellent. Very, very easy to quit them. Very easy to give up. They're so hard. But I always find that I always come back to them. So far anyway, I always end up coming back to them. Always. Nothing scratches the itch like squatting and deadlifting. Bench press, I think you can. I think that easily dips can compete with bench press. OHP, I'm not so keen on. I prefer to do the kettlebell versions. I think it's the kettle. To me, pressing a kettlebell overhead is more comfortable. But obviously there are other moves that you can, rowing, varieties of rowing. Okay, they're good, but I wouldn't say they don't really grab my attention that much. But basically everything that I'm doing now, really, so it's what it always comes back to: power lifts, a couple of body weight moves, some kettlebells, cardio. I like 3 modes of cardio that I like. Most of the running, the bike and the rowing machine. Sticking a little bit of ab work, a little bit of calf work, maybe a little bit of grip work. But it's hit or miss with me. Okay, I'll see if I can take this thing outside, see if it's possible. Generally speaking, I end up turning myself off, but I'll try it. Take this outside and we'll do some swings. See if I can get it to work. Negotiate this, wires all over the place. Cannot see the screen at all now as soon as I go outside. The glare. Is it better from here? This view? Let's have a look. So got my swing weight set up. So this is, including the handle and everything, I think it's approximately 40 kilos. I'm going to put a smidgen of extra weight on it, tiny amount. One second. Sorry about that, sorry about that. In fact, I'm going to put it up 5 kilos, which is probably too ambitious, but it'll all work itself out in the long run. And we'll call that 45 kilos. Might be more, it might be less. And we're going to have a 1 minute timer. Okay, and finally I've forgotten my choke. Get some choke. Okay, many apologies, but it's probably going to be worth it for my supper, so you can enjoy that. 3 warm up. Okay. The problem here is that I did these kettlebell swings quite a while ago now, and I got tremendous wrist pain on the last attempt. My wrist really hurt, and I've made various attempts to restart, and every time I sort of like giving it up because of the wrist pain. Yeah, you know, the wrist pain's still there, but it's dull. So I'm not getting sharp pain. And what I think is tending to happen is that I do a couple of sets and it's a lot less. So whether I'm making it better or worse, I'm not sure. But I tend to think that, you know, if you can do the moves, and it's not obviously killing you, probably better to do them. Probably helping the healing process. Debatable. Yeah, that was a hefty increment from 40 to 45. I'm certainly feeling it. Doing it on a 1 minute, it's just not enough to recover. So you get a big cardio effect. Now, personally, I regard all this. No, well, I'll tell a lie. Kettlebell stuff it's not just cardio, it's a blend. So it depends on it. I think the swings and the snatches definitely cardio emphasis, but the presses and the squats, strength emphasis. Okay, wrist feels good now. Halfway there. I'm guessing I've made the right call. You know, it's more beneficial to use it than not. Oh, it's hard this. Give me a second. sit, welcome. Okay, my second half, 4 more to go. Hard, hard. Oh. Each set now it's like sprinting. So I'm starting at a high heart rate. Only 2 to go. So psychologically, I can do this. I feel it pulling my colours off. Not quite, but I feel it wanting to. That's it anyway. No way am I not going to finish this. No, it's the last set. But yeah, that was an ambitious increment there. Oh. I won't put 5 on next time. Jeez. 10 tens. Oh. That's a powerful bit of conditioning. That's simple enough, isn't it? Kettlebell swing. But how many people do you see doing them hard? Okay, I think I'm starting to see the hint of abs. Roll back over. Obviously, the abs aren't there yet, but I can see where they would be. Yeah, hard work. So tomorrow is a long run, long easy run. So it's a hard effort because it's so long. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. Can't see a thing. Can't see what I'm doing.